Hello and welcome to Wasted Plotential, where we discuss the wasted potential of our favourite plotlines. Have you guys seen those articles going around where people are apparently demanding that Santa Claus of all fucking people be made female or gender neutral? First of all, he's based on a real person, St. Nicholas, so this is disrespectful to him and what he did with his life. And second, if you want to make a male character female for its own sake, you're a complete tit. But if you are so desperate to have a female lead in a previously male-led story, which you'd never get away with the other way around, then just increase the role of the character's canonical wife. What's the relevance of this, you ask? Well, when Christoph Gans directed a movie loosely based on the first Silent Hill game back in 2006, he and screenwriter Roger Avery decided that the game's protagonist, best dad Harry Mason, should become Rose de Silva because Harry's desire to protect his adopted daughter is too feminine, according to Gans. Because devaluing the importance of fathers is fine in today's society, apparently. Although, the complete lack of male characters in early drafts suggests he just likes women but isn't baller enough to admit it like Yoko Taro is. Now, going back to my opening paragraph, the solution here, if you really want to change the story to have a female lead of equal importance to the source material's male lead character because you don't respect the source material enough, you either make Sybil Bennett more important, or you have it that, in this continuity, Harry's late wife Jodie is still alive. The first thing you see in the game is the couple finding baby Cheryl, so Harry being a widower is hardly some obscure lore found only in the Japan-exclusive Silent Hill play novel. Why yes, this is just one big contrivance to make this video around Christmas, why do you ask? The film is only loosely based on the game. A young girl is drawn to the town of Silent Hill and her adoptive parent takes her there. After a car crash, the parent wakes up to find the child missing. With help from Officer Sybil Bennett, the parent finds the child, who has ties to an evil cult, who did some fucked up stuff to a girl named Alessa Gillespie, who has some connection to the daughter. The finer details are all changed for basically no reason. Even the basic facts that the daughter is a reincarnation of Alessa was seemingly changed until the sequel. So let's stick closer to the original because its narrative actually makes some sense, unlike the films. Harry and Jodie Mason enter the town with their daughter Cheryl. The two are at odds over whether or not coming to town is a good idea given the odd rumours they've heard about the place. After a car crash, Cheryl goes missing, so her parents split up to find her. Harry comes across Sybil, who rescues him from the ambush in the alley. Meanwhile, Jodie meets Dahlia Gillespie, who manipulates her into helping undo Alessa's attempts to prevent the birth of the cult's god. This gives us scenes of both of Alessa's mothers interacting and working together until the truth is later revealed. Harry then encounters Dr. Kaufman, who is a little more forthcoming about the cult's plans than in the game since he wants to prevent it now. Of course, Lisa Garland, who is more than a nameless cameo here, reveals to Jodie how Kaufman manipulated her with drugs he got her addicted to make her work for the cult, which makes both Dahlia and Kaufman equally untrustworthy. This sets up the two parents to be on opposing sides, with the audience being unsure of which parent, if either, is on the right side. They can have some kind of encounter around the midpoint where both are doing what they think is right for Cheryl. In the end, all points converge in the other world. Jodie discovers the truth and confronts Dahlia, who is using the possessed Sybil as protection. Harry and Kaufman then arrive to stop the ritual, but are too late. Cheryl becomes a part of Alessa again, and the god is born. Kaufman douses it with a Glauftis, exposing the god's true form, and prompting Harry to take Kaufman's spare vial to do the same to Sybil and free her from the parasite's influence. The god then kills Alessa's biological mother and is taken down by her two adoptive parents, finally working together. Alessa reincarnates one last time, and Harry, Jodie and Sybil escape with the baby, while Lisa prevents Kaufman from escaping, both dying as the other world collapses. The ending is bittersweet since Cheryl is gone forever. Harry and Jodie decide to name the baby Heather so she can start over, completely freed from her ties to the cult. At least until the sequel. The actual sequel was a weird chimera of Silent Hill 3, a direct sequel to 1, with elements from the first film combined in a way that doesn't work as a sequel to either the movie or the game. There was some weird setup at the end for Rose's husband Chris, who was now going by Harry, going back into town to find her in a take on Silent Hill 2, as well as adaptations of Downpour and maybe Homecoming. I kinda would have liked to see how these stories would have continued into loose adaptations of the other games. Chris searches for his missing wife in the town, taking the role of James. He encounters an idealized doppelganger of his wife and has to overcome his desire for her and accept the flawed woman Rose was in order to either move on or have the real Rose back. Heather and Vincent move to Shepherd's Glen, where we learn Vincent's father was supposed to sacrifice him to the cult's god to protect the town, a la Alex Shepherd. He couldn't bring himself to do it after the death of Vincent's brother and sent him to live with his mother in Silent Hill instead. After that, the two move into Chris's dad's apartment complex, where Walter Sullivan is trying to perform the 21 Sacraments, taking the roles of Eileen and Henry while keeping the Chris as James thing going. And don't forget the prequel, where we learn that the truck driver from the end of the second film helped Officer Gucci to save Alessa from her burning back in the day. Just go all in on tying together the stories of these unrelated games. It works for Book of Memories, right? But to bring the video full circle, whoever wants to change Santa into female or some androgynous anime kid, you're an idiot and the reason why people say feminists are trying to take their franchises away from them. If you want more of a female presence in the story of fucking Santa Claus, just make his wife more prominent. Have her help him out more and show up in adverts and at shopping centres to support him. Honestly, it's like saying James Bond should be black or female instead of just making a spin-off for a successful supporting character to fill that niche and run alongside the main series. Fans of XCOM were willing to give the Bureau a chance when they knew that this third-person shooter wasn't going to replace the classic strategy games entirely and was just something in addition to the core franchise, you know? Why do these companies never fucking learn? If you liked this video, why not subscribe and support me on Patreon like these fine people here? If not, then make sure to share it with your enemies so they can suffer along with you. Today's recommended video is Phalis' review of the actual Silent Hill movie. I mean honestly, what a piece of shit betrayal that movie was.